Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Manground's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing Inktober52 and the prompt is music. This is the prompt for previous week, okay? And how it aligns perfectly with what I wanna talk about today. I'm gonna be drawing a One Piece character, okay? I'm gonna be drawing Tot Musica. This is the demon king of songs from the Red movie. Released around 1 year ago, more or less. Okay, so for all of you that are following me from Inktober and don't know about One Piece, maybe this can be an interesting video to kind of discover a little bit of One Piece and see if you like it. Okay. Across the length of the video, I will be mentioning other videos connected to this one or other Inktobers connected to this one. I'm gonna be putting some links here on the top or at the very bottom in the show more section. Okay, so basically I want to do a mix today because it's been ages since the release of the movie, and I think we are seeing a lot of Gorosei lore lately that is going into the realm of the abstract, and I felt this when I watched the Red movie. I have to confess, and I will say it probably a couple of times during the video, that it is not my favorite movie, let's say it like that, okay? And I love One Piece, but in this movie, Oda went very, very overboard, and it took me a little bit of time to kind of say, okay, this is One Piece. There was a little bit too much of abstract concept for my One Piece opinion, okay, let's say. But yeah, basically, with this whole concept of Gorosei that we are seeing in the latest episodes during the Egghead saga, we start to see the abstract One Piece, for example with Yola in the Doflamingo saga, in the Dressrosa saga, when she transforms everyone like in paintings, okay? And then we go through the whole story with Big Mom, the whole Cake Island and everything, and that is filled with bizarre powers, starting with her own powers and then starting with the type of design for the islands and everything. And a big example for this, I think, relating to music, because this video today is touching the concept of music, Tot Musica, that is this bad guy, okay? We can't avoid talking about Brook, okay? Brook, as I said, it's a big example of this because he has the revive fruit. Basically, when he dies, he is able to return to life and have a second chance, okay? A second life. But since the time skip and everything, things have been differently explained with him, and it is a little bit weird, isn't it? We have to talk about all this new power that he has and the soul concept, like Big Mom and everything, but I'm gonna put this on the side a little bit to focus now in Tot Musica and kind of explain a little bit what is going on with this character. What's my opinion about this character, and what is my opinion regarding why Oda is actually doing this, okay? This is kind of a very monstrous character, clown looking, that I'm gonna be drawing very loose. I wanna do it very loose, like I normally do my characters, because I think it's a little bit up to the interpretation, okay? This is the interpretation of Oda, of for him what is this concept of demon of music being, and yeah, we're gonna do something similar. He has like a kind of an afro as well, like Brook, like Peros, like Boogie, and there's several characters with this style in One Piece, and I think it is very important, the design, okay? There's like a X in one eye, and the other eye is covered in the design. And this is like a crocodile looking top, okay? So, what is Tot Musica? Tot Musica is the demon king of songs, okay? As the name explains, he's a demon, and we are seeing all these things as well, the demons and gods, with Luffy, with the Gorosei, with Imu, with all this new Egghead information and Egghead lore that we've been actually receiving lately, okay? So, what happens with this creature, with this spirit, with this demon, is that he, in the Red movie, he's trapped in Elegia or Elegia. This is an island, okay, and he was trapped there because the previous user of the Uta Uta no Mi, okay, was able to do this song, and until someone else in this movie, Uta, plays the song, he's trapped, okay? So the only way to defeat this guy is basically to receive simultaneous attacks from the real world and the Uta world, because this is crazy. What this guy did in the movie is basically trap plenty of spirits in the spirit world. That this, you see them as the character, like Luffy, Usopp, etc. So there are groups of people joining together forces to attack from inside and from outside, because what the Uta no Mi that did this, the specific power of this is kind of creating let's say another reality or another universe or another space that is not the space that we are. Like you are watching, for example, Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange, the MCU. You have this concept as well, that they create like another planol of reality next to the real one, that everything is the same, but is not affecting the other one, or vice versa, okay? We see this in different powers in One Piece, okay? We have Broly with the Mirror World, we have as well Blueno from CP9 with the Doa Doa Fruit, that he's kind of creating another space, like a virtual space, that he's the only person who can access or drag people in there, like this, like I said, like Broly and Blueno, something similar, okay? He's kind of extrapolating to the maximum, let's say, to the awakening, this concept of power, okay? So this guy captures the spirits in this music realm that he controls. He's the demon, he's the king, he's the ruler there, and is this kind of weird looking monster that it will transform, kind of like a Pokemon. It's gonna go evolving. We haven't seen anything, any being in One Piece like this one before, and I think it's because Oda is preparing us for something bigger and something is abstract regarding topics like music, souls, imagination with Luffy, creativity with the GR5, and demons and angels, demons and gods and things like this, okay? And you can tell me, oh, no, the movies are not canon. Okay, wait a minute. The movies are not canon, but Uta is canon, confirmed by Oda. Many things that happened around the movie, no, okay, obviously, and many characters can't be in the same place because they are somewhere else in the real story, okay, like Blueno, for example, that is in the movie. But Uta's story is real. The whole concept with Shanks is real. The youth when they were kids with Luffy is real as well. That I think it breaks a little bit the story. I want to do a video only about talking about Uta and how this affects Luffy's development when he's a kid, and what we know and what we receive from Luffy when he's a kid, because he was in theory a loner, and with the introduction of Uta, this is not actually true anymore. But henceforth, the Uta no Mi fruit is truth, is real as well in the One Piece world, okay? So, 1 second, let's draw a little bit more. This drawing is quite, as I said, it's gonna be quite abstract, quite, if you have seen the movie, you see that this guy, this Tot Musica, is very weird designed, very free, let's say. It's something Luffy, like in GR5, very Luffy GR5 kind of thing. And And yeah, Oda needs to create this type of monsters now, because the story is actually going crazy, and the powers are going crazy, and if you don't have something like that, you can't fight with Luffy anymore. And yeah, so I think that is what is coming, but for now, just focus a little bit in doing here the drawing. As you can see, these are the arms. This is the second evolution. Well, the first evolution, there's 3 levels. There's 1 level before this one, the normal one. This is the second level, and a third level, a little bit more bigger and evolved and large. It reminds me to Pokemon so much. I love Pokemon as well. Feel free to check out my other videos in the channel. I'm gonna put here my main YouTube, so you can go there and check other videos. And as well, in the show more sections at the very bottom of the video, you're gonna be able to find my Instagram as well. I have other topics, other drawings that is not One Piece related or Inktober related. I have drawings about Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Pokemon, a lot of Pokemon. I have random things or books that I read or movies that I watch that I love, that I will do a drawing about it, because just I love it and I want to kind of express myself in that way. And yeah, I recommend you to have a look, to feel free to have a look and give me some feedback. What do you think about the drawings, or which one is your favorite, etc, etc, etc. Okay. So this Demon King obviously have this kind of floaty, flying skulls like Brook when he transforms into this. That I think that is his awakening. I explain all of this in my Brook video that I'm gonna put here as well. Very nice video, very well received in the channel, and very happy with the drawing as well from that day. If you think about it, if you have been a follower of One Piece for a while as well, this may remind you of Moria as well a little bit. Moria's flag, Moria's design for the flag is something like this, like flame with the skeleton, with the skull and everything, and very nice. I think Oda is gonna be including Moria a little bit more now in the story. It is mentioned, this is a spoiler, so if you haven't watched the last episode, 1126, don't listen to me for 10 seconds, but Moria is not shown in the episode, but it is mentioned as Avalo Pizarro let him escape. Moria and Perona were able to escape thanks to Kobe in the Hachinosu Island, and yeah, so you can come back to the story now. And basically, let's do the fingers here as well. These piano-like fingers. Just want to double check that we are in frame and everything all good. Yeah, we are good. We are very good, very good. Okay. And then all this bottom part here, so this is still the arm. It is going piano-like like the other one, to all the lines. I'm not gonna go to the extra, to the perfection or anything, it's just I want to make sure we kind of have the differentiation. Here, this is a coat, kind of floating coat around. And there's a little bit more piano here at the back. Like this. And then like this. Okay. All of this is dripping like poison from Magajan. Magajan, one other of my favorite characters in One Piece, incredible power. He defeated 3 of the Yonkous in one saga, and incredible, to be honest. Super strong. We weren't able to kill him, defeat him or anything, and he needs to come out again. He needs to be around again. Okay, I'm gonna make him like he's floating there in the middle of the whole thing, and yeah, that's good. I think I want to move into fine liner, okay, a little bit, 0.2 this time. We're going to be doing some lines, and then we will add a little bit of color as well. Just on a tiny cut there in the video, because light started coming from the window, and it was all full of lines from the window, and I couldn't actually see what I was drawing, and it's just a little cut. But then, as I said, we are gonna start again with the gonna continue with the fine liner a little bit, okay? And yeah, so what I was saying before, what is the uta no mi fruit, or yuta, I don't know how it's pronounced in theory, but uta, I always say uta, is basically a paramecia type of fruit. Is confirmed that allows the user to teleport people's consciousness into this virtual space, okay, by singing. So all the movie is about that. So Tot Musica, as per the topic of music that we are talking today, it has different forms. It evolves, it escalates, like as you go into a song, okay, into a main theme, it has different movements, okay. So in general, it looks like, as I said, a little bit like buggy design, like a clown based with a lot of music and death details around it, like this, okay. Basically, for the first move, it's a little bit more floaty and more humanoid, okay. And then this is the second movement, and he gets larger. He extends this kind of piano-like arms and everything, okay. And then for the third movement, it adds extra decorations, larger hair, the crocodile hat that he has here, it changes as well. Funnily enough, this kind of crocodile concept is kind of giving me vibes of Oda is telling us things like as we always talk in the channel, like the people that in One Piece was there at the very beginning, we are gonna be seeing at the end of the story. Crocodile is gonna be there, Boggy is gonna be there, Smoker is gonna be there, Kobe is gonna be there. All these people, they are bound to be in the end of the story, and I love it. So yeah, let's do the eye, and now the mouth is like Usopp. It has this kind of double mouth line that we need to do, because this is the lip, like thick lips like Usopp, like this. Okay, it's like a balloon, like when you inflate a balloon or something like this. Like this. Very crazy design. I always say this in my videos, that I love One Piece style. Oda's designs are incredible, it's very beautiful, and when he goes this crazy, for me it's a little bit of a shock, because it's weird for me, but I think Oda as well, he needs his time, that when I say here in the channel, oh, you know, today I want to draw a little bit more loose, probably Oda does this as well, and when he designs this kind of more crazy characters, is because he needs to go a little bit more crazy and do a little bit more funnier designs, okay? So, coming back a little bit to Tot Musica, okay? So, the only times that I have seen something like this in One Piece, okay, has been with Brook's power and with Big Mom's power, okay? When Big Mom's does this combined attack power thing in Wano with this called Misery, and the Brook new power from After Time Skip. So both powers are related to souls. Super scary. And this one as well, because it's basically a soul hocus pocus thing, monster demon, okay? So I think let's keep doing this kind of decoration that he has. Oda, he has been keeping Brook in the background, okay? Our musician is in the background, and he makes him shine a lot in the Big Mom saga. Is this a coincidence? No. First of all, he is a revived guy, and that's it. But then after after a time skip, then he can extract his soul, and now he's able to create this massive soul spirit, more fitting like kind of a Bleach manga with supernatural beings than One Piece. But with that kind of power, he was able to overpower many of those Big Mom homies, and even the big ones, cutting them and everything. He was basically like a weakness for Big Mom. That is super crazy, super natural, okay? And it resembles a lot as well for me, like the concept of death and the whole death scenario, that we don't know what happened with Zorro, what Zorro saw at the end of Wano in his fight with King, okay? And that is something as well very surprise, like a big surprise, that we don't know what is going on there. But yeah, I can't wait to know more things about this, because I think Oda is creating a pattern with this new type of powers and new type of monsters, and is preparing us for the end of the story. Okay, so we have this. There's more. There's plenty of these. Sometimes I don't have the patience to do all these square little things that Oda is doing lately, to be honest. Because I love more when he does the drawing and flows a little bit more. Something like this. It's like a week. This is like a week basically. Like that. Yeah, something like this is looking good. So Big Mom has a tremendous, crazy amount of power, okay? And many fruits in her crew, all as crazy as hers, or almost as crazy as hers. And then we arrive to Wano, and she comes up with this overpowered misery lady attack thing, resemblance to Buruk's attack as well, and resemblance to Tot Musica design, okay? What is this? I think this is foreshadowing. I think Oda, as I said before, is preparing us to receive a bad guy looking like this, or having a bad guy having an extra transformation like this. That's probably Imu and the whole Gorosei related. We have seen now plenty of Luffy GR5 going full-on cartoon, goofy, awakening, all of it. So we need something as crazy and as top level to be able to top Luffy and just basically fight him in this more fantasy scenario, okay? Because until now, yes, One Piece was fantasy and everything, but you could see the ground of things, you could see the reality of things. There were pirates sailing around, blah, 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 but now we are going into another realm, okay? So this is type of with this type of Luffy character, Big Mom's misery, Brooks' power, and especially Tot Musica from the movie, we are losing contact with reality. We can fight these kind of characters, yes, but how are we gonna do it? Who is gonna fight? So you need to find other people as abstract as them, okay? Let's keep drawing. Very excited about this topic, and I'm going into not explaining it, not drawing. Sorry. I like this, good. And then we have this double type of hand lines, like it's a keyboard. I sometimes draw things this crazy and this weird, but I think with Tot Musica Oda won this time, and I don't think I ever seen something this crazy, and that's why when I watched the movie it shocked me so much, and I was like a little bit reluctant of I am actually, I don't know if I like this. That was my thought, and that's what my initial thought there. And yeah, feel free to tell me in the comments, please, what do you think about this, if you're liking it, or it's only me, the one who is actually thinking a little bit like maybe it is actually very good and very nice and everyone is loving it, and I don't know, but for me, for my taste, a little bit overboard. I think I need to prepare myself mentally, because I see this coming more into the story, more into the One Piece, what it is, the core story, and what we are gonna have to be fighting and needing to go forward in the story, but a little bit confusing for me as well, this topic. That's this is more keyboard keys there, like here. Okay. At the end of the day, is, you know, it's Oda's stories, and we need to do whatever he wants to showcase there in the story, to be honest. So the original Gorosei, okay, before the Garling thing in 1126 and everything, that is very interesting to compare with this, because we are touching concepts that they are not tangible concepts, like music is not tangible, breathing is not tangible, the soul is not tangible, the shadows are not tangible, you know, something that you can't actually, like a pen or like a pencil, you can't touch. And I think Oda, the creativity with Luffy's power and everything, the haki, Oda is trying to implement these characters with a physical form in the One Piece world as a power or as a character or as an enemy, and it is very interesting, like the Gorosei and the dark magic and the pentagram and the Imu darkness and the whole concept of yokai, monsters and the shadows. So how Brook is thought to be a demon when he's summoned in the time skip, when he goes to Rusukaina Island and everything, and all of this obviously when the time skip happens. Okay, so as I said before, Red Film is not one of my favorites. My favorite is the fourth movie, and I will talk about this as well. I want to do a video about this, about my favorite One Piece movie, and I didn't enjoy it much. It was too different, I would say, but after kind of thinking what's going on right now in the One Piece, I believe this is what we are gonna have for the end of the story. Something more funny looking, and something more abstract, and I think Oda has been hinting this for a while, and as I said, feel free to drop your opinion down in the comments, and I will jump into reply as soon as I see it. I think I better rewatch the movie and all these parts about Tot Musica and the concept of music and the concept of Uta, because I want to take a positive view into this. I've been following One Piece for a very long time, and I don't want to arrive to the end of the story, and I suspect we're going to see a lot of this in this style. So I don't want to arrive to the end of the story and say, you know, after so long, I didn't like it, because thinking, you know, I know all depends of Oda, and Oda has never, let's say it like that, more personal, never let me down, and I could love all the things that Oda has been showing me. There are topics that it took me more time to kind of, let's say, be fond of them, like the GR5. For me, it's a little bit abstract as well, and it took me a little bit more of time to say, okay, I like it. But the GR2nd, for example, the GR3rd, for example, as soon as he drawn that, that's one of my favorite powers and everything in One Piece, and I think Oda did beautiful there. But I understand that as you go in the story, you want to kind of create something new as well, and create something different, and you need to challenge yourself to do these things, and yeah, I am in this topic. I'm insisting enough. I'm insisting a lot, to be honest, in knowing your opinion in the comments, because as I said, for me, Red Movie, Tot Musica, and all of this is maybe a little bit too abstract. I love One Piece to the core, but maybe it's a little bit too abstract for me. Let's see. I just want to see if I'm the only one there out there. It's looking good so far. We are almost there. This is the other side of the cape, and then we have an extra piece of piano here. This is another arm. It goes like this. Okay. I don't think we will have much more of characters like this, apart from Luffy, Imu, the Gorosei, and I expect a Chopper as well. I have a video about Chopper that I'm gonna put here, referring to he's the panacea and everything of the story, and basically explaining how I think that the human fruit that Chopper has is like Luffy's, is one of those mythological fruits, and we are gonna see extra things from Chopper and everything, but apart from those characters, maybe a couple of the main ones. Buggy is a little bit like that as well, the power that Buggy has. I'm gonna do 2 lines of this kind of poison, like Magayan that he has. It's a little bit here on the floor, like he's kind of dripping this kind of contaminating music that is trapping you. Very nice design. Okay. I'm expecting to, if you see as well the Buggy new design after time skip, when cross guild story and everything, you see as well that it resembles a lot like this in Tot Musica, and I have to say, if you think about it, that Buggy design is after, I would say after the Red Movie, we had that Buggy design, because by the time that we go into Wano and everything, that is when the movie release with the Science story and everything, that is as well when the cross guild starts taking shape and everything, and we see this new design with Buggy extended. I think all of these are culminations of the devil fruits, and it is explained like that in One Piece the whole time, that the fruit contains a devil, and this devil is one type or another type of devil, depending on the type of fruit that you are, and it could even be that this Tot Musica, it will never be explained because it's only a movie, but just thinking that it may be connected to the end of the story, it could perfectly be something in the line of I'm gonna be showcasing this power because you know, it's kind of an awakening, okay? Like when Luffy awakens and transforms into that white creature. Imagine if what we say at the beginning of the video about Brook is true, okay? And Brook is having that transformation, or having that is able to use that power, that soul massive power, because the awakening, okay? So then you start seeing specific types of fruits that they come together, they choose the user, like when in Harry Potter you say, oh, you are not choosing your wand is choosing you. So kind of something like that, okay? The fruit is choosing the carrier, let's say, and yeah, and maybe this could even be what, like I said, like Uta's power or the previous user. Is not that he created this reality and trapped this guy. No, maybe is that he basically, this previous guy, awakened crazy, awakened in a bad way, and became this monster, this demon, and he himself, with the last bit of let's say, humanity or goodwill, he decided to trap himself in this other reality within the town, within the island. It can be with the music and everything, with the song, but as I said, the concept of another reality and the mysticism and everything is very tricky, and I'm curious to see how Oda is gonna do it, to be honest, because right now I wouldn't say. We have a very nice black, this black that I'm gonna be using for the cape. The cape has like a kind of a blue hue around inside, but it's dark. It's like, as I said before, this is the second transformation for the second part of the song in the Red movie. But first, he's kind of floating with a more floaty design, and the colors and everything, very very vivid colors, very main colors, kind of primal. I think Oda is trying to, with this kind of design and the use of colors and everything that he approved. He obviously didn't do the movie himself. The movie has, you know, directors and everything, like the Toei animation for the manga and everything. They have their own crew. It's not Oda drawing this, but he supervises everything and he gives the green light to keep going. Okay, so if Oda says, yeah, I approve that this guy is gonna have this funny face or these colors and everything, that they are, as I said, like primary colors, more basic colors, more cartoony colors, is because he is kind of focusing in doing something like that. We see all the movies are very serious, and you have all these bad guys that you end up fighting, and in the Barono Matsuri movie as well, I think it's the 9th movie, correct me in the comments if I'm mistaken, we see the concept of Barono Matsuri as well, and the tree and everything, and the plants and everything, and in that movie we see how the mysticism as well is introduced there, because it's like a massive tree and it's capturing them all. The animation is very interesting, very different of One Piece, normal traditional One Piece, but yeah, very very nicely done, animated and everything, and I love it. So, but as I said, all of this is Oda supervised, and I don't think Oda will give green light to do something like Tot Musica, trying to materialize, that is the word, materialize the concept of music, if he wouldn't think that we actually need to know about that, okay, in that sense. Probably this is the weirdest One Piece drawing I ever done, and yeah, and I will do probably in the channel, because yeah, it's very different to what I normally do. Let's. The nails are purple as well. When have you seen a clown with piano arms that stretch and multiply these piano arms? They come more. There are more coming out as he evolves. And on top of that, it makes sense. It makes sense. So, as I said, Oda trying to invite us to a secondary reality, a secondary fantasy world in this One Piece universe. This poison is pinky, like violet, like it's not that this color exactly, but I'm gonna add a little bit of purple. Yeah, this is better. A little bit of Nico Robin purple here. yeah, I'm gonna be sharing as well here on the corner of the video. I'm gonna be putting there a list for Inktober. So you can see all my Inktovers I've been doing there. In Inktober challenge, I normally talk about different topics. I will talk about children's book illustration. I make stories. I create a character, draw a character from imagination, and I create a story about it, and things like this. Sometimes, like I've done in the samurai prompt for Inktober52, I basically do like today. I take a topic I want to talk from One Piece, and I use that word from Inktober to talk about, like in this one it was music, in the other one it was samurai, that I will put there as well, the samurai video. I'm talking about Ryuma's past and the connection and everything with the swords and everything, and I explain a little bit of lore regarding samurais there as well. And yeah, I just wanted to say as well, I'm enjoying a lot doing the videos, and we are up to 170 or even more videos in the channel. Even people is commenting every now and then, liking it, sharing it. I've seen posts have arrived to me from other platforms that people is as well sharing it in other platforms, like maybe it can't be seen in numbers in the channel, but I've seen statistics of other platforms as well, seeing the posts like, oh look, this post it got whatever 1,000 views in this other place, and that is very nice. And I do this channel because I just want to talk about One Piece. I want to express my thoughts and everything, and I read the manga episodes, and I watch the anime, I watch the movies, and I'm itching to talk about it and express my opinion about it. And I think this is a very nice way of doing it. And looking back, I'm almost into I think in a couple of weeks I'm gonna be into 1 year doing the channel, and it looks very nice. I should do like a video, you know, like a 1 year anniversary from the YouTube channel or something like that. And maybe I draw One Piece, maybe I draw myself, maybe I draw, I don't know, something else, but definitely should do soon one of those videos. And yeah, thank you very much for following, for sharing, for commenting, for liking, and for being there. It's very nice, and I hope you are enjoying. I'm enjoying it a lot. And yeah, so I think I'm almost done. I just want to add a little bit of fine liner in a second. Okay, these piano keys, we need to actually give them a little bit the power, the presence there. Okay, very crazy design, I have to say, very crazy design this time. I would say, if I look at this picture, I wouldn't say this is One Piece, to be honest. I would say this is maybe another manga or another thing, or even it reminds me a lot with these designs and the pianos and everything to the one video game I loved to play when I was a kid, called I think it was Rayman. I think it's still around there, still kicking there. There's Rayman, with this guy who was jumping and moving around these different realms, and one of the realms was the music realm, and yeah. As I said, I focused today in the Tot Musica concept. Tot Music concept of One Piece. I didn't talk about the music in One Piece, but you know, in a few words I can say that it's something I love, and I'm using a lot of songs from the anime for when I share the posts and everything on Instagram. I love the music. I grew up with some of this music from the beginning and everything, and even I don't speak Japanese and everything, like when you try to sing in another language, I try to emulate the sounds and sing the songs and everything, and I love it. And I'm old school. I confessed this many times in the channel. I'm old school, and I like more the pre-time skip music, the pre-time skip designs of the characters and everything. There's a couple that are saved, and I can say, okay, I like more the new ones. But in general, I'm a little bit more old school. And as well, feel free to tell me in the comments what's your favorite music from One Piece. I will put mine in the show more sections, because I know in my mind which one is it, but I can't say the name in Japanese. And as well, you know, talking about music and the concept of music in One Piece, I find it as very beautiful for me as well, the laughs and the laughter that all the characters have, you know, like Doflamingo, Luffy, Dorian Brogy, Saul, Blackbeard. My favorite laugh is Blackbeard, and that is music for me. I swear to you, I would put some of these laughters one after another and just listen to them, because it is amazing. I love it, and it gives such all these little details make One Piece what it is. Like with these little songs, you can. One thing that I was aware a lot at the beginning when I started reading One Piece, that I was already immersed in my art career and everything. I realized, without seeing any references or without kind of studying character design at that point yet, okay, I thought, look at this guy, and this story is so cool, and how he is giving a motif, a color motif for each one of the characters. I know as well by reading subtitles and everything in the anime at the very beginning, when I'm reading red is Luffy, or when I'm seeing red clothes is Luffy, when I'm seeing green color is Zorro, when I'm seeing orange is Nami, and I take reference from that as well to do my own things, my own stories and everything. Like, when you create a character or a story, you give them a motif, a specific sentence that they say, a specific action that they say, and the music is the same. There is this game sometimes I play when episode, you know, that they have these mini songs, like the song of Zorro, the song of Chopper, and then they play the music, boom, and then they show who is the character. And I remember watching the anime when that kind of break in between in the middle of the episode was happening, and they will put that mini sketch. I will play to guess who was what, and like, oh yeah, you connect in your brain. Oh, this music, this sound is Sanji, this sound is Robin, and yeah, I love it how Oda makes these characters. I was thinking as well a lot about today, because of music, drawing Scratchman Tapu, one character that I hate in One Piece, and at the end I decided to go for Tot Music, because I think it is more relevant for what I wanted to explain with the concept of abstract and music and creativity. Okay, because all of this is because, you know, Oda's creativity and the difference between creating a manga that you have characters that are humans and do human things, but at some point you go into the extra mile fantasy realm and you do these crazy things. And as I said before, I can't wait to see how Oda is gonna wrap these things and explain these things, and I can't wait to see, for example, if it is true, and as I say in my videos, in my theories, that Imu is the devil, Imu is Satan. I'm curious to see if Oda is gonna represent Imu like this, like a monster like this, or is gonna do a more traditional red Satan, the devil, with red horns and everything, and yeah, I'm very curious about those things, and as well, feel free to tell me in the comments what do you think, and how are you seeing this kind of jump of realities and fantasies with Blueno's power, with Bruli's power, with Uta's power, with this second reality next to it, this parallel reality, how to say it, virtual world and everything. It goes out of the realm of One Piece, yes, out of the realm of epic fantasy adventure, and it goes more into the concept of gaming and 3D worlds and things like this. As we see this as well being applied to some of the movies and the animation in the anime as well, that sometimes they use 3D to do some cities or characters or the water and everything. I'm more, as you see, more of a traditional guy, 2D traditional guy, and I love more the old school design when we see everything in 2D. But I understand that we are evolving, and that Oda wants to kind of express things in One Piece in another way, and yeah. So I think I would say I finished for today the video. I'm gonna sign. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandrago's Cave. I've been talking about Inktober52 music, focusing in One Piece character Tot Musica from the Red Film movie, and explaining the lore and what I think is the reason why I think this is the reason that we are going to be seeing these kind of abstract characters coming more into the main story of the One Piece. And yeah, and I've done this little drawing of the second evolution of Tot Musica, and yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy the theory. I hope you enjoy the drawing and the video and the concept and everything. And feel free to share with your friends, with your nakamas, with your family, and everyone that you think it may like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.